Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sierra, and this is my channel, Sierra Made. I'm here to go over what I finished these past 2 weeks it's been, and what I'm working on now. So, I've been pretty busy, actually. And don't mind my voice. I'm sick right now. I'm trying to get better, but I wanted to get this video up because I have finished quite a bit of things and I didn't want to get off track. So, you can follow me on any of the social media sites that I link down below in the description box, Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, let's just jump right in. I hope you're doing well. All right, so I finished a beautiful, beautiful sweater. I did stripes for the first time, and I did it for my friend's son, who turned 7 just this past Saturday. And I was so happy because I finished it literally just in time. It took me a week and I'd say like 3 days to finish it. And I finished it the day before, perfectly on time before the party. So I was very happy with that. I'm gonna link a picture right here in the top. Put one right here. And so you could see. But the stripes came out awesome. I loved it so much. It's the good old raglan sweater by Karen O'Hanlon Court. So I made that. It's a pattern that I found on Ravelry like a long time ago, and it came out really awesome. So I'm so happy about that. I used 4mm needles on the body, and it was 3.5mm needles for the ribbing. So not a bad project. I mean, it worked out pretty quick. But I mean, I was so determined with it, so I don't think that there was any other way for it to work out because I was very determined to get it done by his party. Like, he knew that he was getting the sweater, that I was making it, and he was really excited about it. So, of course, I didn't want to let him down. So, I had to get that done as quick as possible. And I'm so glad. So, I did red for the main color and black for the stripes. And I did the size, it goes by ages, so I did 7 to 8 for the age. And he can definitely grow into it a bit. Like, he's kind of small, so the sizing, it looks kind of baggy on him right now, and like the neck looks like stretched out. But it's just because of, I think, one, the way that he put it on, and two, just like he's a little small right now. But he loves it so much, and the arms are super baggy, but you know, his arms are gonna grow, so I'm not worried about it, and very happy with it. I did struggle with the stripes matching up perfect at the beginning of the round each time that I switched to black. And I just don't know why, because I followed a video link that was in the pattern for the good old raglan on how to avoid the jags with the stripes. It was by Drops Design, the video that was linked in there, and for whatever reason, it just still did it. So thankfully, the beginning of the round when you do the stripes was underneath where the arm would sit. So, you know, it's not going to be noticeable or anything, but it really did make me angry because I took the extra step to not have that happen, and it still happened. So, again, that was my first time doing stripes, so I just have to practice. I might do a couple of stripy socks to kind of see what I have to do to stop that from happening. But yeah, I was not thrilled with that. So as far as the stripes too, like there was a whole hell of a lot of weaving in at the end because of the changing of the colors so much. Oh my gosh, it was a lot. It was a lot of ends to weave in, and I'm so shocked. Like, that took me a full day alone just to do the weaving of the ends. So, that says a lot. So, yeah, I was super happy with it, though. It came out great, and I hope to do more baby knits. Like, this really made me so happy. Like, I made the baby pullover a couple months ago, and that was super fun and quick. So it's like, it's nice to have like quick things, little things that you can get done pretty quickly, because then you feel happier about it. Like, oh, you accomplished it, So, there's that. But, the next thing, well, technically not the next thing, because actually I finished the Sophie shawl by Petite Knit. I want to say like for 3 days before I finished the good old raglan. I was working on them both at the same time, which I generally don't do that. And this was like a weird time because I did that with all of the projects that I had finished. I worked on them all at the same time. So, the Sophie shawl by Petite Knit, I'm gonna put a picture up here. It came out so beautiful. I have it here as well. Unfortunately, I haven't weaved in the ends, so it's a little messy at the ends, but I don't even know if it's gonna fit the camera. But yeah, this thing is huge. I did the large size in orange, as you see, and there's my little end. And it's like so pathetic after everything I've done that I can't weave in these two little ends. But I will. Maybe this will help me stop getting sicker. Let's see, we'll just put this on for the video. So I did the large size in worsted weight yarn. The pattern calls for 5mm needles, but I did 5.5mm needles because that's what I found. I didn't feel like looking for any other sizes, to be honest. I think my dog chewed up my 5mm, but I'm not sure. It might just be hiding somewhere. Truthfully, like, I have stuff everywhere. So, it was a very easy pattern. Like, if you can increase and decrease, you're good to go. It was super simple. It's garter stitch the whole way through, and with an I-cord edge. So like, I love doing that. The I-cord edging is so nice. So I really enjoyed that, and that was the first pattern that I actually have done with an I-cord edge like that. And it just came out like so seamless. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes like just second nature. You don't have to think about it, but at first, like, you definitely have to think about like, what am I doing? Working yarn in front. Yeah, slip these 3 stitches, but once you get the hang of it, it's like, I was doing it not even looking, like watching TV. Like, it was such a mindless pattern. So I really enjoyed it because of that, and it's just so big and comfy. I could probably wrap it around one more time, the ends, like, that's how big this thing is, like 3 full times. And I've already worn it a bunch, even though the ends aren't weaved in, but I had to, because it's just so cute. So that's my Sophie shawl by Petite Knit. And I have to say, Petite Knit is a really good pattern writer. Like, I don't know who she has to like edit her patterns and stuff before they go, published. But I genuinely had enjoyed this pattern, and it was easy to follow. There was no mistakes that I saw in it, and it's just been great. So I definitely enjoy that. And yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this for the remainder of winter so I can stop being sick, because I just keep getting sick this year and I'm sick of it. So I could always tie it like this to be cutesy, have that hang down, or I could just have it hang. There's so many things you could do. Like, I had it the one day, I just had it wrapped around my shoulders, and I tied it in the front, like, underneath my chest a bit, like, loosely, and it was quite literally a shawl. Like, so there's so many things that you can do with this pattern, and I'm really happy with it. I have to say, like, this is gonna be my scarf for quite a while, and I'm actually really happy about it. At first, I didn't know about the color because, like, orange is, I mean, it's very bright, and my friend keeps saying that I look like I'm going hunting. But it's super cute, it's warm, I don't mind the color, and it goes pretty good with my green jacket, actually. So I have a green jacket and a black jacket, so I mean, it matches perfectly. So I'm not mad at it. So, the next item that I finished was the Lavender's Bookmark by Elizabeth Canaday. And that thing just flew by. I'm gonna put a picture here. But like, literally, that was the easiest pattern ever. Like, literally, I started it shortly after I finished this. Like, maybe like the day after I finished this, because I was still working on the good old raglan. But I needed kind of a break from the, sweater. So my friend, she just started reading, and like we're doing like this book club thing right now, and we're reading these, how would you call them? Dark romance books. And she's loving them. Like, she's flying through a book in 3 days. So I was like, oh, you know what? She didn't have a bookmark. So I'm like, I'm going to make her a bookmark. So I asked her what color she wanted. She said green and black. So I did exactly that. I found some yarn just up on my wall that was nice and thin, enough for a bookmark. It's not fingering weight, but I think it might be like baby weight. Something like that, because it's very thin. So I used 3.25 millimeter needles for it, as the pattern calls. I didn't block it, which I wish that I did, because the lace definitely would have opened up more. But I did tell her how she could block it if she wanted to. Like, either way, it's a bookmark. It lays flat. It's good enough, so it didn't really have to be all cutesy. She was happy with it. So, it still looked really good. I love the lace hearts on it. That was a super cute pattern. The black part of it, it didn't really pop, again, because I didn't block it. But you can see the heart in the green section on it, for sure. It was super easy. I enjoyed making it. It was my first bookmark ever. So that was nice and simple. Like, I don't even know. Maybe I'll make some more just to friggin' sell or something. Like, it was so quick. I finished the whole thing with weaving in the end. Like, I want to say it took me maybe an hour and a half. Like, it was super easy to follow the pattern. Yeah, it wasn't hard at all. And, I just pretty much whipped it up because I was sick of doing the same thing with the raglan sweater at the time. So I'm like, let me just try something quick and just bang it out. Let's see. And I did it. So there was that. Oh, that's all that I finished. That's quite a bit, I'd say, for me, because normally I only work on one project at a time, because I don't know, that's just me. Like, if I have too many things going on, like, I'm gonna not work on it as much. Like, I want to be super excited about one thing and I'm gonna bang through it, like, it's only when, like I said, when I picked up the bookmark, or like I pick up other things because it's like I need a break from the same monotonous thing over and over and over and over, you know? But I am so happy to mention my current project. So, in the last video, I know I talked about doing the zipper sweater light man by Petite Knit. And oh my goodness, it's so exciting. I started it. Today is, I don't even remember the date, but today is Friday. I started this on Sunday, like just this past Sunday. I was so itching to cast it on. Right after my friend's son's birthday party, I did the gauge swatch that night. So that was Saturday. I did the gauge swatch. I blocked it. And then Sunday morning, I literally cast on the sweater. That's how excited I was. Like, there was like maybe a day and a half between like doing projects. And I just had to do it. Like, I couldn't wait anymore. So this sweater has brought me so much happiness. And like I said, today is Friday. Today is Friday. I started it on Sunday. Just this past Sunday. And I am in the round. I have split for sleeves, as you can see here. Oh, too high. I split for sleeves. I have the double folded collar here. My resting stitches for the zipper facing. Oh my goodness. And it is looking great. I am so happy with this sweater so far. So I am doing the 2XL for my dad. And I've been sending him pictures along the way all week, literally. Because I'm so excited. I can't wait for him to see it. I think he's going to like it a lot. Once it's all done and he can wear it. Oh my goodness. It is such a nice color too. The DK weight yarn feels great. It's like a nice soft yarn. And it's in slate gray. So, I mean, it's going to go with everything that he wears. So, I'm really excited about that. So, there are 3 different needles that the pattern calls for. 3mm, 4mm, and 3.5mm needles. So, the pattern is pretty complex for me because there's a lot going on. So, first of all, like, Judy's Magic Cast On, I've done that before when I made hot water bottle holders. So, super simple. No issue. I just did that right away. Picking up off of 2 different needles to be onto 1 needle, that was a little bit of like a, it took me a second to kind of get the hang of that. So, that was definitely different because I haven't ever done a double folded collar. So with the Judy's Magic Cast On, you're casting onto 2 needles. You leave the cast on edge alone, and you're just doing the ribbing for, I think it was 20 centimeters, yeah, and in length. And then once you're done with that, you fold it together. And you have the needles from the cast on edge and the needles that you've been doing the ribbing. And you have to hold them together while you have the other needle that you're taking off. And you have to like purl 2 together or knit 2 together depending on which one it is in the ribbing. And that's how you take it off, both in the needles. So that took me a little second to get, but it was super easy. It just was like kind of funny holding all of that, and but super easy. And then you just start working the increases Oh no, I'm sorry. You do the German short rows underneath the folded collar first for a little while. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad amount of German short rows at all. I was thinking it was going to be much more, but it wasn't. And then you start doing the raglan increases, and I mean, it's been going great. It has gone so smoothly. It looks so good. Like, let me just show you the raglan increases here. Like, they look just so clean. Just right down. Like, oh, I love that. That's what I love about raglan so much. Like, the increases just end up being so perfect, and I love it because it's on both sides. You know, it's just, it looks so good. Like, nice and refined, just perfect. So, I love that. I really do. Like, this was so fun to just go through so fast because, like, I loved it. And, like, I don't know why everyone complains about the double folded collar in this pattern. Like, on my one rib, I legitimately finished it in a half of a day. So I don't know why. But again, that's also just me, and like, I was determined to finish it. People that I've watched have complained about that, and I just don't get it. Like, that was the easiest part of the pattern, I'd say. I'd say that. Oh no, I have like a stretched out stitch here. Well, how did that happen? I probably got it caught on something already. But yeah, I mean, the German short rows, I did that with the good old raglan sweater. So that was super fun and exciting. And I mean, like, I was so intimidated by German short rows before I did them, just because of how intense they seemed. And so many people would complain about them and say that they're so hard, this and that. And like, it is literally the easiest thing. Like, I don't get why so many people are so hung up about them being so difficult. I find the German short rows to be so simple. Literally, like, it's not hard at all. It's not. I really don't get it. Maybe it's the turning. I don't know why people say it's so hard. I really don't. But hey, I enjoy it. Now, this is the second pattern that I've done it in. Like, I'll take all the German short row patterns, no problem. Like, it makes the pattern look so much more polished and kind of professional, to be honest. Like, I really enjoy it. Other than that, what else is in the pattern? The German short rows and then the raglan. And raglan increases are, you know, that's easy. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I am kind of concerned about the hemming of it because it does call for an Italian bind on, but I've seen lots of videos of people doing them, and it just seems kind of too long. You know, like, it's just really intense. So, like, it's like, am I probably gonna do just a simple bind off in pattern? Probably, because I don't see me doing the Italian bind off. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot, and that's gonna take way too long for some over 200 stitches on the body, and then I have to do it on both sleeves too. Yeah, no, I don't see me doing that. I mean, it will definitely look better, but at the same time, it's not going to look bad with the regular bind off. It's not. I do regular bind offs for everything. So, yeah, I'm probably going to wait maybe later down the line to try Italian bind off something smaller, because I just feel I don't have the patience for that, to be honest. I don't really want to mess with that. Not yet. So, what else can I say about this pattern? I think that once I finish this one, I have to say, I mean, I do want, like, I'm going to talk about my next kind of projects, but eventually, I'm definitely going to make myself one of these sweaters, the Zipper Light, because it is just so beautiful. It's a pullover. It's easy. I am nervous about the zipper. Not going to lie. That'll be a first with it being knitted and it taking so much time. I thought about trying to do it on the actual sewing machine, but I'm like, nah, I'm definitely not going to risk that for the first zipper I do on a knit. Like, so I'm 100% hand stitching that zipper. Once I get to that point with the facing and all that, because I am nervous about it, but it's okay. I'm going to get through it. It's going to look amazing because I'm determined for the sweater to look amazing. This is my first knit that my dad is allowing me to make for him that I fully believe he will wear. So it's going to be perfect because it has to be. He's not going to wear anything that's not perfect. So I am so excited about it. It's going to look great. The zipper, it's going to be a new challenging thing, but it's going to look great. So, other than that, the wonderful woolly sweater by Paintbox Yarns, I have had that pattern for a while. In my on my iPad, and I don't know why I haven't done it. I think it's because I didn't have the bulky yarn, but I just got the yarn, you know, from my Ice Yarns haul. So I'm definitely gonna be doing that sweater for myself, and I hope I'll get somewhere out of it before it gets too warm. If not, it'll be great for next year. No big deal. But I do want to make that, and for that pattern, these are the yarns that I'm going to use for the wonderful woolly sweater. So one is white, and then the other one is like a caramel type color. But they're bulky weight yarns. So this is going to be a very thick sweater. Like I'm saying, like I hope there's still time for me to wear it before it gets too hot. But I'm excited about those colors. So the way that I'm going to do it, I don't know which way yet, but I'm either going to put the white like on the top half and then the bottom be the brown, or vice versa. With the brown on top, the collar. Like literally I'm going to split it all in half, the sleeves too. So I'm kind of steering towards the white being the top and then the brown being the bottom. Just for like that like ombre look. But I'm not decided yet. But when I start that, you guys will know. So I'm excited about that pattern, and I'll link the picture of what it'll look like here. I just hope that it is like true to size with that, because like it shows like a super skinny person for you know, the picture, but I'm hoping that it works out well. So I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna jump right into that when I finish this sweater that I'm making for my dad. And then, or maybe even during, I have to be honest, I might do the bath toy hammock kind of at the same time as the woolly sweater, because these dog toys are pissing me off. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere. So I have to get that hammock done fairly soon. Especially because Graham's birthday is coming in May. So, I mean, we have very little time left, right? And I know for sure he's going to get more toys. They always get toys. So, I have to definitely get that up for the storage of their toys, because they're just everywhere on the floor and I hate it. I really hate that so much. So that is the plan. Probably gonna do that at the same time. And I'll put a picture of the woolly sweater and the bath toy hammock up here. But yes, I've been very busy. I would say so. For me, this has been an incredible 2 weeks. Like, I have been just going and going. And you may have noticed that I got my face pierced. I love piercings, so I had to reopen my dimple piercings because I missed them. So they're still a little bit swollen. Just got them done a couple days ago. But I still love them. Like, it makes my face look so pretty. Gotta have all the jewelry, you know. I got my dermals, my nose, my reducer, and now my dimples are back. So, if that's why you're like, why does she look different? I wonder. I'm not sure. There's something about, yeah, just new piercings. That's all. So, yeah, that's all that I have today. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you come back for the next one. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of when I upload and post. I'm trying to be more consistent. It hasn't been on a weekly basis like I hoped. But like I said, with being sick, I still pushed through. I wanted to get this out, you know. I had to do it. So, just stay tuned for the next one to see my progress on the petite knit sweater and what I do next. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Bye.